Let's just quickly try and see if we can go across to Gargi, who's there at the Chimbai beach in Mumbai. Gargi, the cleanup efforts in Mumbai, we'll be going to Versova a little later and seeing what Amitji was talking about a short while back, what Offroads has done out there. But lots of beaches in this area need lots of cleaning up. What's happening behind you?
Right, hello Vikram and Amitji. Well, we are here at Chimbai beach next to Joggers Park, and among us, after a survey of 10 beaches in Mumbai, this was found to be the most polluted beach. But if I can just show you what it's like over here, since the morning we have had this NGO United Way Mumbai working, picking up garbage, and there you can see the pile of garbage there that they've collected, and of course the maximum garbage, the main culprit, as you can see always, it's plastic. That is the big problem. In fact, a survey of beaches found that plastic was the main garbage found on many of the beaches, and this plastic then finds its way into our oceans, it finds its way into our sea life, and that is a big, big problem. According to one figure, it's 8 million tons of plastic that finds its way into the oceans every year. According to the United Nations Environment Program, I've even read 20 million tons of plastic. So can you imagine, our oceans are drowning in plastic right now, and it's because of our beaches, because of the way we manage our waste, because of our rivers that lead into the oceans, that this plastic is making its way into the ocean. Well, right now here we have this NGO that's been working very hard, United Way Mumbai. They've been working since the morning to clean up this beach. And I'm told till a few years ago, the garbage on this beach was actually 4 feet high. But you can see the effort that's been made by the municipality. Apparently it's the municipality that really deserves credit for having cleaned up this beach. NGOs have also been working with them to educate the people. The Chimbai village is right here. So to educate them really about the waste that's being generated, about the plastic and garbage on the beach. Well, I'd like to speak to some of the members of the NGO Jayanti. And Ajay, thank you for being with us. It's amazing that you managed to pull out so many people. I'm seeing young kids, elderly people, all out here on a holiday coming here to clean the beach.
So firstly, it's an honor for us to be a part of this initiative, and we must thank NDTV for reaching out to us. Yeah. The work that we do normally is of this nature. We are a community impact organization, and at the heart of our mission is the belief that whatever we do, we rise and fall together. So what we do is we galvanize all the stakeholders in the community, starting from the NGOs, the community themselves, corporate employee volunteers, and the government agencies, and then we try and get everybody together because everybody has a role to play. This is something that
I've seen municipality workers, school children, elderly people, other NGOs are also present here too in this cleaning effort.
That's right, and this is something that we believe that if you have to do something in a community, you all have to come together. And such programs we've been doing for many years now in big and small ways, and in fact, I see that Mere 10 Gaz is something that we used to call as Hamara Angan. And we used to encourage like shopkeepers and resident owners to adopt the area in front of wherever they are staying or working. So that actually resonates a lot with the type of work that we have been doing.
Mere 10 Gaz, and they actually started the cleaning effort by first taking an oath. You all took an oath to work towards a cleaner India, work towards an India that Mahatma Gandhi had envisioned, and to work towards ensuring that they don't create any garbage. And I believe this beach used to be piled high with garbage until a few years ago, and the municipality really moved on and they really managed to clean it up. And I think that's something important. We're talking about citizens also taking responsibility, but great to see that the municipality has also done such a tremendous effort here.
So I must give credit to the municipality for this because they've been amazing, and the team that is there at the municipal office right now at HWS Ward, they are so hands-on, and in fact it's been so easy for us also to be able to work with them and get them also to be a part of this, and they've been completely supportive. And whatever you see today, I mean from what it used to be say 3-4 years back and what it is today, is definitely because of their efforts. What we are trying to do now is to maintain that and make it better. We don't want it to in any way slide back to the condition that it used to be earlier.
Right, and if I could just show you a lot of workers, as you can see all over here, they've been working on this beach. Some municipal workers as well who've been working hard since the morning to clean this beach. And these are the guys who do it regularly. Of course, the NGOs come here every once a week and make an effort. And Vikram and Amitji, if you could also see how You have one of the mangrove, you have mangrove trees over here. It's really nice to see mangrove trees because remember, there was a time Mumbai had so many mangrove forests. These are our natural buffers from the ocean storms and the high winds that come in. Unfortunately, a lot of the mangroves in Mumbai have been done away with due to encroachment. They've been done away with, you know, as we've expanded our cities and this silly kind of development where we don't appreciate the job that nature really does for us. As you can see here, some mangrove forests, I'm told there used to be a lot more, but they've been all encroached upon, and this is like just a small patch really of mangrove forests here. You can see the garbage in the branches of the mangroves right here. You can see the amount of plastic and waste that's collected over here. You know, the tide brings it in as well. And this is just garbage that Mumbaikars have you know, done away with. They've not gone to the landfill, they've gone to the oceans instead. And I think each of us need to think about how we can reduce the amount of garbage that we generate every single day. I think each one of us has to take responsibility. That's something you've been talking about, not just keeping our areas clean, but reducing the amount of garbage that each one of us generates in our everyday lives without thinking. The plastic bags, the plastic waste, the one-time use of plastic utensils, that's something that I think in the campaign we're going to be talking a lot about, and that is something that we've all got to tackle in our everyday lives.
Right, Gargi, just hold that thought for a minute and stay on with us. I just want to get Amitji and Nitish both into this. Amitji, you were just saying it in the morning when we started, that when you throw the filth into the ocean, sometimes the ocean throws it back, and that's what we are seeing on these beaches.
Yeah, it's actually, you know, especially during the monsoons, whatever we put into the ocean will give it back to us. It doesn't like it. And whatever it doesn't like, it throws back. Yeah. And it's a philosophical thought. We are doing events and we are encouraging people to go and clean up. And we see wonderful examples and pictures of them. But who is doing the damage? Is there going to be some effort to stop that? If you stop that, you won't have an event of cleaning up. I just feel that if we can stop that philosophically, stop that whole process of even damaging, then you don't have to have a special event where you have people going and cleaning up. A lot of emphasis I see is being made on we've done this, we've cleaned up this, we've cleaned up that. But who's doing the damage? The damage is us. We are doing it. And if we stop that, we won't have to have these events of cleaning up events. And that's really what's very important.
So I completely agree with you, and I just want to add to that. Nitish, I mean, this is the 4th cleanathon we've done. I did 4 greenathons before that, so 8 years worth of telethons just on how you can get various levels of cleanliness and importance. One word keeps coming back again and again and again. I'm going to toss that word to Gargi right now. It's like a cancer. For Swachhata, it's like cancer. And that word is plastic. At the end of the day, other things are degradable, are biodegradable, that eventually go away. Plastic doesn't go away. Thousands of years, if not thousands, at least hundreds of years, it will still be around before it really goes. Some things may even last 1,000 years, depending on what the product is. That's what is clogging up everything. And that's what I think we really need to focus attention on.
Yeah, you know, I think, of course, this plastic menace is a more recent thing, right? I mean, the irresponsibility with which people just consume many more bottles and packs and things like that. And I think if everyone were to control their consumption in a way that they use, you know, reusable containers, not one-time use plastic, you know, I think Gargi mentioned one-time use plastic, forks and knives, this problem would go. But I think it starts with behavior change, with recognizing that there's a problem. Okay. And, you know, maybe children are the best way, you know, to start it.
All right, Nitish, thanks a lot for joining us with some of those thoughts. We'll come back to you, of course, keep coming back to you. And we're going to, during the course of the day, look at concrete plans, not just theory, concrete plans. Swachh Zameen, how can we deal with plastic and waste? Swachh Hawa, how can we deal with pollution in the air? Swachh Pani, how can we clean up the waters? There'll be segments devoted to each of them. Gargi, before you go, I just want to throw that one word back at you, plastic, which is really the core of why there's so much garbage piling up, why it's non-biodegradable. And later in the day, we will be looking at specific solutions to that. But do you agree that plastic is in many ways the core of the problem, or one of the cores of the problem?
Right. Vikram, well, we've been doing campaigns over the years, various campaigns, not just Swachh Banega India, and every time we've been speaking about plastic and how we can reduce it, and what we as Indians can really do, and what the governments can do to reduce the amount of plastic. As you can see around me, plastic is the main culprit. It's all here in the mangrove trees. And remember, this plastic goes into the oceans. Our sea life, fish, turtle, whales, they mistake this plastic often for jellyfish, and they often eat it, and it makes its way back to us in the food chain. In fact, a survey in the United States and in Indonesia and some markets found that 1 in 4 fish had plastic inside it, had plastic in its intestines. And I think we need a survey here in Mumbai perhaps, just to show Mumbaikars what this garbage that they're dumping every day is doing to them, whether the fish contain, how much, the statistics, how much percentage of fish contain plastic in them. And that's really something all of us really need to think about. You can see most 80% of the garbage collected here is that plastic waste, and it's something we're going to have to deal with in our everyday lives. We're going to have to think how we can reduce this. There are a lot of people doing great work out there, making alternatives to this plastic. I think you're going to have some of them in on the show and on the campaign later on in the day. But just to show you here the amount of garbage that's been generated, and what a tremendous effort has been made by the municipality here, by the NGOs, by everyone. We have members of the municipality and NGOs and everybody present here. And just to show that, there has been an impact. There used to be 4 feet of garbage here till a few years ago. And just look at it now. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better. And clearly an effort is being made by people to clean, not just Mere Das Gas, but go beyond and help and clean these beaches of Mumbai. This is the Chimbai village right here. People are educating the villagers also about the waste. They're educating people who come and dump waste here not to do that. And and through this campaign, through this cleanathon, we're going to be talking about how you and I sitting at home can also do our best to reduce waste. But really, hats off to these people coming here on a holiday in the morning to take part in this cleanathon effort.
Right, Gargi, thank you so much for
joining us. It's
not
as though efforts are not being made in other parts of the country as well, Vikram. We have a state called Sikkim, which is 100% organic state.
Yeah.
No chemicals, no plastics. How wonderful to be able to work towards that.
Yeah.
Let each state work towards being a completely 100% organic state, where we are not using chemicals, not using plastic, and be declared as a 100% organic state. Sikkim is one such state.